Hey, Dan. It is Saturday evening, November something, 20th or so, and I am enjoying a container of yogurt, brought to you by Stonyfield, with some granola thrown in. Very good. It's the kind of yogurt that's full fat with the cream on top. Highly recommended. I watched your video, your win video. First of all, even though I would consider it no less of good reasoning to have figured out where you had been by simply calling somebody. There's nothing wrong with taking the most direct route. In fact, one could argue that the smarter man would have done it that way. I am not the smarter man. I actually did try to get online and search for conferences. I figured you had to be at a conference, but I didn't search for native, or Indian conferences. I searched for GIS or information tech related conferences on that date and didn't find anything. So I did actually deduce, induce, and adduce your location as I had stated. It was actually a lot of fun. I'm thinking that we've got a theme on our hands, so I'm going to have to try that next time I'm somewhere other than Winona. So, what's been happening here? Well, working on the house, of course. Got a couple things that I've finished, sort of. Not really finished. I didn't finish them, but I'm in the middle of them. I told you about the trim and all the trim issue out on the porch, so I'm doing pretty good on that. Let me show you. So, there's the door, all trimmed in. All of that wood that you see, that's wood color right there, adjacent to the door is going to get painted white. The only thing that's not going to get painted white are the window casings themselves, not the window casings, but the window frames. Like that right there will be painted white. And so I just need to caulk everything and finish getting it painted. Hey, Sadie. But we're well on our way. She's like, oh man, don't get me on video. Dude, that's embarrassing. Quit that. Come here, Sadie. Come here. What'd you do? And then in this room, what we've done, let me see if I can, sorry, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Get back a little farther. We finally got, I think I actually got a decent layout in this room. That's where we'll be watching Harry Potter later tonight. But this is a desk. I don't know if you remembered. It was in my office at Mankato Avenue, Mugby. And I brought it home and put a couple of coats of spar varnish on it. And it just fits really nicely in this alcove. So that's our new computer place. And then a little shrine to my OED. So anyway, that's what's been happening here. Other than, of course, swimming. As of course you know, I've been swimming a lot, and I actually brought the video camera to St. Mary's this morning when I was swimming in order to watch myself, because I wanted to. Not only did I want to see my technique, but I mean, really, that's what I want to see. So I have several things on this video. That's me, flip turning. I've got, I've got me just swimming so I can see my flip turns. I've got some sprints. I've got one 400 that we swam, and I swam that, it's like 5:05, which is really good. It's just, I guess that's what, 116 per 100. My goal is 110 100. But I didn't feel like I was swimming that hard, which is great. So maybe if I swim harder, I could actually get to 110. Although honestly, to be competitive in my age group at the Masters meets, I'm going to have to swim at more like 105. A bit out of my reach right now. And then I have me doing some starts off the starting block, which I've been working really hard at. So anyway, but let's get away from swimming for just a second, talk other things. Harry Potter. Have you seen the last movie, part 1? We have not gone yet. We were waiting for Duncan to come home for Thanksgiving. He asked if we could wait, and then we'll all go together, so that's what we're doing. But what we have been doing is, starting yesterday, we've been watching, the day before yesterday, we're watching movies 1 through 6 to get ready for it. And let's see, your wind beneath, that wind video was great. I'm sure that made the company feel really good for you to point out the fact that their carefully laid roof didn't work in high winds, and you're exactly right about that, creating almost like a low pressure to where the bricks actually got sucked up instead of blown up initially. So, I mean, when you think about it from aerodynamics, it's pretty darn cool. So hopefully the company who installed it and has to come back and reinstall it appreciates how cool that is. I'm sure they don't. Let's see, Duncan. Duncan's doing well at school. He and a friend went to a Buddhist meditation center on Friday, I think. And they did an hour-long meditation at this meditation center. He said they were certainly the youngest people there. The next youngest were in their 30s.
Come on, show me some action! Don't stand on the wall!
So he really enjoyed it a lot.
There we go.
So
1 million hits on YouTube!
But I think he's enjoying the access he has to new and different things while he's up there. Obviously.
Damn, this is what we really do at Master Swim.
Anyway, he had his first week of practice this past week. They're only doing dry land stuff right now, not snow land. But they do have the roller skis for practicing cross-country skiing on dry land. But anyway, it's just really great because every day after school he's got to go to practice and wear himself out, which makes me happy. Did you send me Bryn's address yet? I need Bryn's mailing address, please. And don't give me your address and say she's going to be home for Thanksgiving. Give me her school address. Thank you. Well, gosh, I guess that's everything except for my swimming. So, well, let's see, where are we now? Oh, we're in the middle of sprint. So what we did here is we did a set of 6, I don't know, I haven't been watching, but in order to sync the video of my audio, but we did 6 25-yard sprints. I preferred 50s, but, you know. Oh, so you can see what I did is I just cut the video so that it looks like I had a really quick turnaround. And there I am sucking water because I'm tired. But one thing I am happy about, I don't know if I told you, but I set my personal best for 100-yard free with a water start, and that was 59 seconds. I did it on Thursday morning. And I had been wanting to break a minute for the 100 free. And again, you know, that's high schoolers are doing that, but nonetheless, I'm 42 and I feel pretty darn good about it. What I have discovered, the interesting thing I've discovered, like when you're watching me do these sprints, when I watch it, it doesn't look like I'm swimming that fast. You know, my arms aren't flailing through. But what I'm trying to do is really grab the water and pull through it so that I end up, instead of going down, you know, sprinting down with and taking 20 strokes or 15 strokes, I'm sprinting down, but I'm only taking 12 or 13 pulls through the water, which makes a big difference. But yeah, I'm really, I still haven't gotten a hold of that coach. Did I tell you that the swim coach up at St. Mary's gave me the name of the coach who he thought would work with me? Her name is Janie Severson. I don't know, I've been a little self-conscious about calling her, but I'm going to do it. Keep telling myself that I'm going to do it. Marshall had a swim meet today. He, much to both of our surprise, his coaches signed him up for a 500 free. Now, I don't know if you realize or know or understand in the world of swimming, at this age, really anything under 18 or 14, let me interrupt. This is the 400 that I'm swimming, but again, you can't. I just cut out most of it. You got a couple of starts and stops. But anyway, in the world of swimming, the 500 is a pretty darn long race. They also typically will swim the 1,000 and the 1,650, but 500 free is about as long as they get. Especially at this age. So Marshall was really surprised to find out that he was signed up for that. But he did it, and he did really well. He swam at 9:09, and that puts him at about a minute 47 or so splits per 100, which, given he's 12 and he's only been doing it for years, pretty darn good. His previous best, I don't know if I told you, his 100 time last year, was 2:14 in this. Go downstairs! No, you're not camping out in that toilet. Go downstairs. His previous, but he improved that to 1:38 this year on his 100 at the last meet. And so this meet he did 500 at 1:47 splits, and that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
He says, "Oh yeah," but then he promptly was talking and forgot to, or missed the fact that he was supposed to go in the starting block and start his 50 breaststroke. So he missed the race, which is too bad because that's a good stroke for him. Also today was my first day of swim officiating. I think I told you a little bit about that. Oh, I don't think you're going to be able to see it because I don't think I'm going to cut this part of the video in, but maybe. So there's my swim officiating slip. So this is my disqualification report. Well, I thought when I filled these out that I had to turn them all in at the end of the meet. And apparently each disqualification report I had to turn at the end of the event. So the coaches weren't overly happy with me. Too bad. Okay, here I am doing starting block work. And so what I'm trying to do here, Dan, is I'm trying to keep my dang goggles on. So watch when they come up out of the water. See where my goggles are? Around my neck? No, bad. It's hard to see through your goggles if they're around your neck. So every day, Glenn and I will do 4 or 5 or 6 starting block starts. Me trying to keep my goggles on and Glenn laughing at me. So unfortunately, I cut the part of the video out where he swims over and looks at the camera and says that I'm number one, pointing to himself. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. So, gosh, that's a 50 minutes fast went by. So anyway, Dan, from Winona, still good.